we are in Katinat now, live Saigon Old Quarter. They give me a pink cup. I guess that's the look of the new year. Didn't ask for a pink cup. But we're in Old Quarter where everybody basically hang out, take picture, and this is also the Old Quarter of I would say Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. It'd be nice to sit over here, but we need a charger, so that's why we're here. It's just about nightfall in Ho Chi Minh City. Perfect time to be out actually, now that the temperature is getting better. My tripod is acting up. Actually, I might move it closer because I don't think you guys can hear me, since we're not on a speaker anymore, because I'm using the port for the charger. This is pretty good, by the way. It's avocado with coconut milk, and this costs 69K, so that's about $3. Yeah, this is like the perfect seat. So a lot of people tend to sit over here and look at the view. See? It's a lot of old style building. So it's not like Old Quarter like in Hanoi, where there's a lot of historical building from way back then. Hanoi has some structure that's like hundreds, even 1,000-year old. But these structures are still very beautiful, 100-year-old. Because Saigon is still a very young city, right? So this place here is near Nguyen Hue, as well as the Vincom Mall. So it's like a very good area to do people watching. And also everyone is out here taking pictures because the shop is very beautiful on the patio. Seemed like everybody got the pink cup, not just us. Got a little horsey. Can we rip this off? Oh no. I wonder what it's for. Oh, okay. That's how you put it on, basically. You take it off and put it on. I thought it was like a coupon for next time or something. So this area is a little bit professional, but a blend of like casual too. That's why I like being in this area a lot, because you have a lot of street shops still across the street that's selling drinks and food, like street food. And then you have like this high-rise building and a beautiful fancy mall and high-end shopping. So it's a blend of all world, new and old, casual and professional, foreign and Vietnamese. So it's actually quite nice. And the price is reasonable too. So despite where you are in Vietnam, you're gonna find that the price is like, it's gonna be around the same. Like this drink here cost me under $3. Hey, what's going on, savages? Wait, your rating is in Arabic? So let's see if there's a translator on YouTube. Nope. So you gotta type in English because I can't really read Arabic. Can you guys hear me, by the way, if I'm sitting this far? Look at that, there's a lot of people dressed up in professional suits and everything, but a lot of foreigners here. And for that reason, there's a lot of like local Vietnamese, like young kids or like teenager students who come out here and sell stuff. So if you're walking around, they're gonna try to make conversation with you guys. They're gonna try to sell you something like a snack or whatever, a lip balm for like $3, $4, $5. I mean, if you want to help the youth and give back, then sure. But Anywhere there's a lot of foreigner like this, yeah, you're gonna find like a lot of students. They're trying to make a hustle out here. So over here, we have Vincom. See, there's like a casual little shop, even a place where you can sit on the pavement to drink on the other side of the road. And there's a lady selling bánh tráng, like street food. And inside, that's a fancy mall, Vincom, one of the best mall in Vietnam. There's a huge movie theater inside. And yeah, got a lot of tables. Everyone dressed up in the traditional Vietnamese clothing. Mostly the woman, to be honest. It's not really a guy thing. I think the picture, the dressing up is like a girl thing. So the next 2 weeks, we're gonna see a lot of that. Guys, they sometimes dress up, but I think they do it when they're nagged by their mom or the girlfriend or something. There's a whole tour group over here. They look European. There's a tour guy walking them around. I'm not sure what they're seeing. I mean, if you're new here, then all this stuff is interesting. But if you live here for a while, there's not much going on in District 1. I think this is a good place to live, chill out, do some work. But for tourists, I don't know if there's too much to see around here. But if it's your first time in Vietnam, then sure, spend a day over here is fine. Oh, it looks like they have snack. Or maybe this girl brought the snack from another shop and then came here with it. But yeah, this is Đồng Khởi and Lý Tự Trọng, right at the intersection. Now it's 6 o'clock, so night is falling. It's basically a sunset hour. Everyone's rushing home. Last day of work before Tết. It is Friday, but also the New Year is coming in. So like the 8-9 days before New Year, that's when everybody finished working and they're gonna ramp up for the celebration. So they don't stop at New Year's Eve, they stop working like a week before that. I feel like this is a young vibe area. A lot of young people hang out here, 20s, teenagers. Look at the shop. There's another floor up there as well. So when you come in, you order your food here, and then you go inside, and then you pick up your drink. So 69K for this. Pretty reasonable price. And you got avocado, coconut, and some peanuts or whatever, macadamia pine nuts. I told them to put like less sugar, but they're like, it's still gonna be sweet. So the thing about the drinks in Vietnam is always very sweet. No matter how you put it, no sugar, less sugar. Like people here just love sweet stuff. So you always got to remind them that I don't want sugar in my drink. But they told me ahead of time that even if you say no sugar or as least sweet as possible, it's still going to be on the sweet side. So there it is. I feel like the paper cup is melting in my hand. It's so thin now and brittle. So that's why these cups are technically not paper cups. They are plastic cups. Because otherwise the water would just break through and leak through the paper, right? So there's actually a lot of plastic in this thing. It's not the healthiest, but I mean, it's functionable. It's functionable. Okay, that's a word. Oh, this is the year of the horse. That's why they have the horse up here. Look like foreigners are catching up to this place as well. Is this a foreign-owned shop, by the way? Katinat? Sounds very French. Oh, also I got a fan behind me, so that's positive as well because it's super hot here. So it's nice to have a little fan behind us. But the main thing I'm sitting here for the charger, so that's cool. People coming in non-stop. 10 minutes ago there was like nobody here, like empty seats everywhere, and now it's all taken up. What's going, retro guy? Seemed like you finally caught alive. You've been missing it, eh? So what time is it where you are right now? 6 p.m. here in Vietnam. You're in Sydney, so 10 p.m. All right, so you're 4 hours off where we are. Okay. Sydney is actually a good place to live. There's a lot of Viet Kieu there, Vietnamese that live abroad, because it's a shorter flight than if you come from USA or Canada, right? At least it's 8 hours and not like 21 hours. So I'm pretty sure there's a big community of Vietnamese people in Sydney as well, right? Australia has a lot of comparison to Canada actually. First of all, our currency is almost the same value. And then speak English. And I think the culture has a lot of similarities as well. Just the location and the weather is different. But I think Canadian dollar now is a little stronger than Australian, I believe. Australian is getting like 17.5 or 18 Vietnamese dong, and the Canadian is getting over 19. How is life in Sydney, by the way? Do you like it? I've always wanted to go to Sydney or like Australia in general, like Melbourne and stuff. But the thing is, like, if I'm in Vietnam, I can go to like the Philippines in 3 hours, Hong Kong in 2 hours, Thailand in 1 hour, and then there's Bali and Cambodia. So like, I never really found the time to fly to Australia for 8 hours. And plus, since it's similar to Canada, I thought, why would I leave Canada to go to Australia? But it's a good place to explore, I guess, as a potential place to live in the future, because it's like a Western nation that is also close to Asia, well, closer. You live close to Cabramatta, a Vietnamese town. Oh, I gotta put that in my map. So if I'm going to Sydney, I want to check out the Vietnamese vibe, see how people are living there, then I should go check out Cabramatta. Are people over there like, do they have a strong community, like a strong bond to other Vietnamese people? Because the thing about Canada is that people are very segregated. The Vietnamese community is very segregated. It's like, how do you describe it? There's a lot of jealousy going on, I heard. So like, people don't like to see other Vietnamese people successful. So then they're always jealous of each other, competing as well and judging, like gossiping and stuff like that, concerning about, your neighbor, what they're doing, like being nosy basically. So therefore, a lot of Vietnamese people in Canada, they actually don't prefer to be around other Vietnamese people. So like, if they move into a place and there's a lot of Viet around, they're like, okay, we'll get out here, we'll live in another area. So there's a lot of that as well. But in the US, I think there's a better bond of Vietnamese people in the States, like Orange County and stuff like that, California. Yes, similar to dollar and cost and people. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've never been to Australia, but I get that vibe that is like very similar culture, mannerism, and we consume the similar type of media and stuff as well, right? I mean, the positive thing is like I'll get accustomed to the culture quite quickly, being from Canada. So I'll probably like fit right in, and I can move around quite easily. Capital for Sydney and Melbourne is Springvale. Okay, cool. But it must be expensive then if it's similar to Canada, because Canadian expenses is like off the roof. That's why a lot of people move back here, like Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. It's way too expensive over there. Not too much of that, I know, but there's always a bit of jealousy. Yeah, because everybody's moving abroad, you know. I mean, I don't know about now because we're the younger generation. We're second, third generation. But the parents before us, when they moved there, they're like the first people to get there, right? So you're always comparing, like, you know, I got here, you know, a couple years ago, and the neighbor, they got here a couple years ago. So like, how are they doing compared to us? So I guess it's more so that generation where they all like flee, escape where they're from. They come there and start a new career. So they're like, oh, how are they moving? And are we on par? Stuff like that. But now I think the second, third generation just consider themselves to be like Canadian pretty much or Australian. So they don't have to mind about who's doing better than who. Like they're set in their ways already, right? You're always welcome to visit me and we have a spare room. Oh, thank you so much, Retro Guy. I appreciate the offer, man. Yeah, if I'm ever there, definitely hit you up. I'm on Instagram, by the way. You guys want to add me? And I'm thinking of also adding like a new maybe group private chat or something so everybody in the live stream can kind of connect and talk and discuss certain topics. What do you guys think? And what would be better, like a Discord or a Telegram group or something like that? Sydney is second most expensive to Hong Kong. No way. I didn't expect that. More expensive than like New York and Singapore and Cali, Toronto. I think Dubai. What's another very expensive city? Paris? Yeah, I think I want to say Paris or somewhere in Switzerland. I think that would be very expensive. Switzerland, everything is expensive. Yeah, Vietnamese culture, people love taking pictures at this Katinat inside and also right in front. There's also a nice place to go shopping here too. Oh, I think this is a Korean live streamer. She looks familiar, like I've seen her on somebody else's live before. But she's carrying around like a big stick, eh? There's not a lot of female live streamer, generally speaking, but especially here in Asia, because you know, traveling around, that must be like a big pain. To travel alone as a woman live streamer, because it's not safe everywhere, right? Because people like scammers and stuff, they just generally don't target male, because at the end of the day they know that there's a chance of violence and a male is better able to defend themselves physically, and if anything go down, you're gonna take more damage if you're messing around with the guys. So they want like swiftly in and out. That's why they target old people and women and stuff like that. Scammers are also cowards, right, for the most part. So they're gonna get the easy target in and out. So being a guy, you know, given that everything is equal, like they both have their bag there, they're both by themselves, they'll still target a woman, you know what I mean? Because if anything go down, at least they can run off. Most streamers has a Discord group. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I think that will work out the best. So I might open up that soon, today or tomorrow. Like everyone to connect. So people are coming in and out non-stop. And there's a lot of seats inside. Upstairs as well. There's a lot of nice seats upstairs and you can overlook. But the thing is, it's kind of dirty. So if you're sitting upstairs, the window is kind of like murky. So you won't get a good view. But here, you know, no barrier. A lot of foreigners coming in. I see a lot of Koreans, Chinese customers. Katinat is good though. They're good business. They take care of the place well. The drink. Let me see. This one is kind of watery to be honest, even though I told him like less ice. So maybe kind of inconsistent, I would say. Because I had this exact same drink before. It tastes better before. Like more thick, more avocado, but now it feels kind of loose. Like they put more ice or they water it down. So I'll give this one like 7 out of 10. But typically I have a drink in Katinat. It's a little better. But overall the vibe is good. Everything's clean. They have a good washroom. And the employees are generally easygoing. So we're gonna wait for our battery to go up a little bit, and then we're gonna head off to Book Street and the Cathedral area. It's more casual. See people doing their work here as well. Vietnamese culture is like having dates and then business meeting and just like carry your laptop and then do work at the coffee shop all day. This girl must have lost her friend. She came in and out like 2-3 times. I just noticed that pajamas is also a thing in Vietnam. All right, check out this girl. She's wearing pajamas outside, right? And this is a tourist area, so they come here to take pictures and stuff. And in Vietnam, people go to the club, like guys and girls, they would go clubbing with pajamas on, and that's like a new fashion trend. So you see like people drinking, eating, like jumping on table, partying and nodding to the music in their full pajamas. But of course it's not like the ghetto kind. I guess they try to have like a nicer one. Maybe buy like a Gucci pair or whatever. At least it looks like a little bit better. But I guess there's no limit. People just wear whatever they got. So like this girl right here. Those look like sleeping clothing right there. Look like everyone got the retro camera or DSLR and stuff. Like they're not just coming out here with a phone camera. It's got a real camera out here. Wonder what time they open until. Because this area is always popping. People stay up late, like 2-3 a.m. But Katinat, I'll be surprised if this is 24-hour actually. That'd be cool. So I'm looking for a renter. If you guys know someone is renting in this area, let me know. This is Lý Tự Trọng and Đồng Khởi. Đồng Khởi, by the way, is the most expensive street in all of Vietnam. Real estate. Lý Tự Trọng as well, I guess. So this is the meeting point of the two most expensive streets in Vietnam. So this piece of land here is gold, basically. So imagine how much they pay for rent. What do you guys think to get this Katinat open? This place is big too. There's a nice big patio. So this is just about half of it. And then behind me is the other half. So I'm thinking like, let's see, I don't want to lowball this. My guess, this like 3-4 story. Right at the corner, across from Vincom and everything, near Phố Nguyễn Huệ walking street. I'm gonna call it like $70,000-$80,000. I think that's a fair price. $70,000-$80,000. What do you guys think monthly? Is that too much? So you're telling me they sell more than $80,000 in drinks every month to cover the rent and electrical maintenance and employees insurance and all that? So the drinks, they must be making upward of $100,000 a month. Who's in the F&B business? Is that like a normal number? LOL, yes. I see Asian girls in pajama here as well. Okay, in Sydney? You're saying that there's people in Sydney wearing pajama outside to go clubbing though, like in a party area. Girlfriend, yeah, talking to some people, feeling out the vibe. But I'm at that age. I want to settle down and stuff like that. So we're trying to move into something serious. I don't know how that's going to affect the streaming career though, because I see there's a lot of streamers that get into a relationship and then their content kind of go downhill. They don't have the freedom to be outside and stuff if they have a family. And then when the children come and stuff like that, it's harder to travel. So we'll work it out. Gotta have some balance in life, But I think like everything is periodical. So like there's a period where you work on your career, you work on your health and body, and then family, spirituality, connection, whatever else. So like throughout your life, there's gonna be a time when you work on certain thing, and some of them can be done at the same time. So like you can overlap it, but other things, I think you gotta break it down like one by one, or else you won't do either of them very well. There's actually an underground market to the left of this building, and we should go check it out after. They sell like a lot of local brands, like local designers. So it's nice, unique items and fairly priced because they make it right here. They don't have to ship it from anywhere. I think it's called the underground market or the new market. But yeah, it's like a step away from here, so we'll go check it out. I think a year ago or so, I saw that there was some rental up in this building right here. But I'm surprised because I'm looking at it now and it looks like an office building. Sometimes it's funny because you go out and you see like some friends sitting together. It could be a group of 2, 3, even like 4 or 5 people sitting around playing on their own phones. So like everybody need a phone break and just like chill out and check TikTok or the messages or whatever. I mean, we grow up in that generation, right? That people is always glued to their phone. Imagine when we have like AI and like glasses that projects things in front of you, so that you don't have to like hold on to your phone. You can see everything, messages coming in. You can see social media just like popping up left and right. Imagine how distracted people will be. So we're at 50% battery. I think that's pretty good. Let's try to get this to like 75. Okay, well, it's a little bit stable. It's kind of windy now. Got to stream with one hand on the phone. I will be in Ho Chi Minh, Nha Trang in 2 weeks. Yeah, Ho Chi Minh is going to be good. We picked a good time to come. So it's going to be Tết, and you'll be able to see all the festivities on Nguyễn Huệ. Also, make sure to check out like Tao Dang. Tao Dang is really nice around Tết. They have a lot of flower decoration, as well as performances and stuff like that. And the ticket is cheap too, like 60, 70K, something like that, $2. Nha Trang will be nice. Some people love the beach city. Everything is cheap and the vibe is good. So Nha Trang is Definitely top 5 cities in Vietnam. Are you traveling alone, retro guy, or you going with family? Nha Trang is nice because they have a lot of seafood. They're near the sea, so if you want like a raw seafood, basically all the food, it's cheap and it's super good, like local food. And the beach is nice too, lightweight sand beach. And also what you can do is you can rent a boat in Nha Trang, and then you can go to all the islands. So they'll boat you out to like 4 or 5 different islands on a day trip. And then they serve you food. There's parties, like foam parties, pool. But especially you're there for the beach because it's away from the street, right? So the water is more clean, the sand is more white. So definitely check that out. What else is fun in Nha Trang? There's like an aquarium museum, so you go check that out. And then there's a fishing village a little bit south. So you go south of the city area, there's like a fishing village. You're going with your wife? Cool, that's gonna be nice. If you're a couple, yeah, go now to like Nha Trang, Da Nang, even Da Lat. It's a good idea. Although it's funny because some people were telling me that couples that go to Da Lat, when they come back, they tend to break up. Something about Da Lat, so maybe you shouldn't go there. I don't know if it's a running joke or there's any basis to that, but it's like an ongoing theory about that. Maybe because when you go to Da Lat, what I think is because it's very romantic. So a lot of people like over romanticize it. They think it's gonna be like this beautiful getaway and stuff. And in the head, they get it overplayed, you know, like before you see a movie, you anticipate it to be really good. And when you get there, it's not like up to your expectation. That's what I think it is. But some people say it's because like you have to take a lot of pictures in that hat. And then they realize the guy is really bad at taking photos. After they go there, like look at all the photos, they get angry, they get in a fight. And then the fight leads to a breakup. So I guess guys, you got to up your photo taking skills in case you go to Da Lat and you don't want to lose your girlfriend. Or the third theory is that they want to break up anyway. They just go there and use that as an excuse. It's like, okay, I'm done with this relationship. Let's go to Da Lat. And we're going to blame it on that whole crazy theory about how everybody go there and break up. The weather is so nice right now. It's like some cool breeze. Sun is down. So it's good that you're coming here in 2 weeks. You're catching the perfect time. But it's going to be real quiet here though. So I think this is the last real traffic before Tet comes. There won't be as many people or cars around the street in a few days. Got another vlogger. Are you a vlogger? Hello. Vlog? You do YouTube? Oh, okay. I thought she's a YouTuber, but she's just taking photo with a selfie stick. She has a better selfie stick than me. I think that's what we gotta do next. We gotta go shop for a new stick. The one that does like stabilization when you're moving, it's not jerking too much. And then they have like a built-in light as well, like a flash with yellow and white with different gradient. Yeah, we need ourselves one of those. The selfie stick I'm using right now has been with me for like 6-7 years. It's been a long time. It seems like you guys like watching vlog or live streaming sitting in one spot, eh? Or do you like me walking around more, like interacting with people, doing interviews, and like seeing different locations and going to venues, stuff like that? Or would you rather like sit in one spot, like a bar or cafe, and kind of watch the people, interact with the people around? Before, I thought it's better to like walk and then talk to people and go buy food and stuff. But recently, based on what I noticed, I think people just like kind of sitting at a chill place like this and chatting. Maybe I'm wrong. Everyone likes the view here. So we're in a lot of people's picture, guys. Well, not you guys, but as I'm sitting here, I'm getting caught in a lot of people's pictures. But the good thing about live streaming, because I do YouTube and content and stuff like that for so long, I'm actually okay with being in picture. If I see people film and stuff, I'm always like happy and positive, and I light up in front of it. And I'm also an introvert, by the way. So you guys are gonna say, oh, you're extroverted, you like being around people, you don't mind being on camera and stuff like that. Actually, I'm an introvert, but like maybe because of the content I do, I know how it is to be the person filming. So I'm always like very vibrant when people take picture or videos. So yeah, sometimes when you're filming people and they react and like, oh, I don't want to be, they cover their face, or sometimes they get angry and stuff like that. That's not me. I don't relate. I just kind of like, okay, cool. People filming. Either I sit in one spot, chill, and they just take their picture, or if I'm in front of it, I just kind of say hi, whatever. They talk to me and it's cool. But yeah, just act normal. No need to overreact. Just a picture. And plus, you're in public, so it's not like you're in a vulnerable state. You know what I mean? If you're in your room, then you can say, oh, I'm not dressed up properly, or I had my leg up in a weird way. But if you're in public, you're in proper clothing, you're sitting properly, then if people are taking a picture and you're in it, I don't think that's a big deal to ruin someone's day and confront them and stuff. But we're near Japantown, so it's like down this way, about 5-minute walk. And if you go down there, especially right now, if I go down there and film, that's the kind of reaction I'm gonna get. So last year, I was filming there with Katinat, and it was daytime. It's like 1 or 2 p.m. And the girl was sitting in front of her shop eating lunch in like a spa, and we just walked past, and I was filming him. And there's the girls behind him eating, and she started yelling at us right off the bat. She's like screaming at us. I was like, what is going on? No warning? It's pretty crazy. But in a tourist area, and daytime, I think you should let that stuff go. I have a good gimbal and use it once, a good stick. Up to you. Good content is a mix. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. You're right. So I kind of do that right now because it kind of works too. Like I'm filming, walking around, and then the battery runs out, and then I just kind of sit and chill and then charge the battery. But maybe an external battery pack works too, so we're not dependent on getting a charger. All right, we at 60%. I think that's more than enough. So maybe we'll head upstairs, use the washroom, and then head out. We can check out the mall, the underground shopping, go to Cathedral this way. There's another mall this way. And there's a park, like coffee on the street. Yeah, lots of fun thing around here. All right, let's head out. Oh, you saw my Japantown? Yeah, we got yelled at like crazy. You know what the funny thing is? In that video, China Mac was saying, you see, we can film here. Nobody's saying anything. because he's trying to make a point that why was that girl overreacting, because he filmed there many times and nobody ever said anything. And he's saying, you see, well, it's filmed right now and there's spas around here, no one's saying anything. And just when he finished that sentence, she was yelling at me in Vietnamese. And of course, China Mac doesn't understand Viet. So like I reacted because I heard her threatening us. She wasn't even yelling, she's threatening me and China Mac in Vietnamese. I'm like, what did you say? I'm like, I'm not gonna let that pass. Maybe she thought we were both Chinese or Korean or something. But she didn't back down. When I confronted her, she was still yelling at us, even louder. It's crazy. There's a good seat. Somebody's gonna take our seat as soon as we head up. So there's a washroom on the second floor. So this is how the seating is like on the second floor. It's more peaceful. Kind of chill out here with your friends and stuff. So let's leave this right here for a second. And then let me use the washroom. All right. For the algo. Thank you, Retro Guy. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for the $5 Australian. For the algo. Let's see if it works. But yeah, being tall in Vietnam is not very advantageous. Everything is pretty short. Especially these older buildings too. They built them like really, really short. Look at this door, for example. So this is a full-on door, right? And look at that. My head is above the doorway. That's the staff room. Where are you walking around tonight? Hey, what's going on, Peggy? So we are heading out right now of Katinat, and then I think the first spot we're gonna go to is the underground shopping. And then we're heading to the cathedral. It's like a old part of town. These girls have been taking pictures for half an hour in this corner. I guess they're from like out of town. So down here is Cathedral, Walking Street, and Post Office. So we'll head down there next. But first, let's check out this underground shopping place because it's right beside us. So this is a shop there if you guys want to visit. It's 2-story, and then the 3rd story belongs to Kong Cafe, which is also a popular brand in Vietnam. Should we try to help these girls with the picture? Because there are 2 of them. Tụi em có cần anh chụp hình chung cho 2 đứa không? Ok, anh chụp cho. Em muốn đứng ở đâu? Ở đây ha. Bạn trai gọi. Ủa tụi em là từ vùng khác tới đây hay là mình ở Sài Gòn luôn? Ở Sài Gòn luôn. Vậy mà thích chụp hình đây ha. Kiểu là anh thấy mấy người mà nước ngoài á, họ đến họ sẽ hiếu kỳ và chụp nhiều. Nhưng mà tụi em ở Sài Gòn nhưng mà cũng thích ra đây. Sẽ tới à? Vậy không chụp? Ok rồi, không sao nha. Chào hai em. She ordering a Grab. So Grab driver called her. All right, we try to help guys. So they are Saigonese and their voice sound like Mekong, our hometown, home girls. Oh, they got very traditional dresses on here. This girl got like a northern style dress on. That's pretty cool. So this is the underground thing I was talking about. This is a pretty steep slope for a wheelchair. I'm guessing that's what it's for, wheelchair, but it's kind of steep. So all the young fashionista, they shop here. Nice caps. Oh, the AC is blasting down here though. So you guys want to go shopping? It's pretty nice. So there's shops over here. There's basically two paths over there and then on over here. So I think this is peak hour maybe for shopping. Oh, this girl lucky. She's got a bunch of bags here. She's got being a gentleman too, carrying all the bags. They got some deals at this shop, up to 50% off at this one. So what they got here? Whoa, cool jeans. Oh, check that out, guys. You got a really nice jeans. So these big barrel bottoms, this is in style now. Very nice. What do you guys think? A pink jacket? This must be a girl jacket, right? Oh, I like the AC down here, that's for sure. So you guys want to scope around? Feels nice just to look around because it's nice. Oh, look at this. This is bò cua cá cọp. Bào cua tôm cá, huh? They changed the name slightly. So this is a popular Vietnamese game during Tết. You throw these dice and then whatever come out, you get paid on it. So for example, you put like $5. Let's just say, you're not allowed to gamble in Vietnam. But let's say you put $5 Monopoly on the crab. You roll this. So these dice all have the shape. So if 3 crabs come out, then you get paid 3 times your money. So you get $15 on $5 bet. See, but it can come out anything. And there's 6 of them. So that's a very popular dead game in Vietnam. Jewelry here, dog tags and necklaces. A lot of cool girl fashion. They like this cutesy stuff in Asia. It's cute, fluffy stuff. They're a couple, by the way. Same-sex dating and stuff. It's pretty common in Saigon, I think. Even like some girls, they have best friends who are gay guys. Oh, this shop has nice stuff too. Oh, I have a shirt from here. I have the black one of this version. I wear it on stream sometime. Oh, they have nice clothing. I feel bad touching this stuff with a drink though. Just finish this. I want this though. Oh, but it's already dirty and it's still on the shelf. But this looks like a nice pair of shorts. Cái quần bao nhiêu tiền nha em? 301 hả? 25% là bên đây thôi ha. So these stuff here you get 25% off. This stuff is really solid. They have like it keeps shape very well. So the form makes you look bulky, especially if you're like a thinner guy like me. But these are good. These are very functional short. So 300K is $15. And there's a lot of options to choose from too. selling glasses over here. So I like shopping here because you don't get like much generic stuff. Like you get the actual unique designs. See, this one's Dirty Coin. It's kind of like imagine Bathing Ape back in the days, or Supreme. It's kind of like that vibe, you know. Like if Supreme was like many years ago when they first started, this is kind of like that. Very unique design, local, and especially affordable because it's not a big brand yet.